Make, make, the three of us. We got soul.
My roommate just one thing.
Girls are better than girls. They're not really girly.
Hello guys. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello guys, you're welcome to the episode in AWR podcast. Don't forget that this podcast is a platform for you to be expressive and a reality check. I'm your host, Luchi Gloria, and today, like I said, we're going to be talking about feminism. I'm supposed to have guests today, but apparently I'm supposed to have classes today. Oh my god, part 4 is stressful, I promise you guys. I'm supposed to have classes today, but it's not going to hold. It's going to hold. At the end of the day, we didn't have the class, so I could not meet with my guest. And I actually met someone to feature on my podcast today, and he declined. So that's why I'm here alone today. And I'm just here to talk about general stuff, but I'm still going to be talking from the aspect of a feminist. Like I said in this when I was trying to introduce my podcast for the first time, when I was like, oh, AWS friends Luchi 50 series, I said something. I'm a conservative feminist. So when I say I'm a feminist, a lot of people try to get the wrong idea, but it's just me saying that, okay, fine, we cannot be equal as male and female, but we can have this mutual respect. And that is just my fight. That is just my struggle. A man being able to see a woman as a human being that has emotions and have the right to feel. And yeah, the person I invited for my podcast who declined also made the statement that feminism is like cancer. So my question to you guys is what motion do we put out there? What are we spreading? Because as if everybody wants to become a feminist and nobody is paying attention to know what we're actually fighting for. Are we struggling to take the position of men in the society? Like I had my audience Eniola, Bemi and Emmanuel trying to explain their point of view on feminism. So we're not fighting to, okay, we must be in the same place we're men, and I'm saying that we're fighting, or what I think personally actually is, feminism is just a it's just a it should be, okay, let me rephrase that. Feminism should be a harmless fight. We're not struggling for anything. We're just asking to be recognized as humans that have emotions, that have feelings. It's true that we are at the receiving side. I was having a conversation with my friend, and she said that Remy, I've talked about relationship here, and she told me today that she was having a conversation with her friend, and the guy was asking her, what are you going to do to keep your marriage? What are you going to do to keep your family? And for me there, she was like, what are you going to do to keep me? What are you going to do to keep our family? Like, she was like, why is the question not asked to the guys? But I've come to the realization and the conclusion that indeed females have the major role of keeping their family together. That is not me sounding cliche, but I'm just saying that we are at the receiving end, and we will do everything to make sure that our family is intact, because we are very emotional beings. We are really sensitive. So I just feel, just because of that, we would want to keep our family intact. And with the decision of companionship, if we are going to be talking about it from an African perspective, it's not necessarily the woman's decision on, okay, yes, you're going to agree to marry somebody, but it's going to be a little bit awkward in quote if a woman should go and ask for a man's hand in marriage. So going back to Bibi Ninja, I want to talk about Bibi Ninja. I was telling my roommates yesterday that when I finish school finally, which I'm going to be running up this year, Bibi Ninja, Big Brother Ninja is something that I'm going to be very opinionated about, and we really, really want to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about major incidents in this reality show, because it's just something I can relate to easily. And something happened yesterday when Ibuka asked Emmanuel and Rose, those are my official sheep. Emmanuel, Rose, she was in the house, say hi. So yes, they are my official sheep for the season. And he asked the question when he said, Emmanuel, people in this house think that the relationship between you and Rose is one-sided. And Emmanuel was like, we're in a comfortable space, and it's enough for both of us to respect. That for me, that was actually a brilliant answer. But looking at it from the inside, Rose does not know what's going Rose does not know what's going on outside. She does not have a pimp of what people are saying about she and Emmanuel's relationship. Well, Emmanuel actually gave a smart answer and a good answer, but like she said, it would not hurt to say, Ebuka, no, the feeling is mutual, we like each other, we feel each other and all stuff. So I'm saying, I asked my friend, is there anything wrong a woman feeling more for a man? Like, is there anything wrong for a girl to like a boy more? It's just the feeling is going to go eventually, and they get to meet at a particular point. But a woman to just say Luchi, you like this you like David more than he likes you, and it's like, oh god, why would you say that? And it kind of messes with our ego. Well, I don't think there's anything wrong in a lady liking a guy more than the guy likes her. It's just that in Nigeria, when you discover that a lady likes the guy more than he likes her, it's always end in a very disastrous way, in a very disastrous manner. And I think it has to do with oh my god, English is hard, I swear. It has to do with our socialization again. I'm saying the way we have been brought up is just so sad sometimes that you cannot really express ourselves. And the topic I want to talk about going forward, our mental health. And just because of we are Africans, and people will say nothing they kill African man. I'm telling you that a lot of people go through a lot of stuff, but because of that mentality that we are Africans, you should be able to own your feelings. You should be able to do things. Everything is just normal. Nothing. You don't have to feel vulnerable. You just have to be strong all the time. That mentality is really, really sad. I just pray that Generation Z, like they call us, will be able to impart in our children that life is not that serious. It's really not that serious. It's really not that serious. It's serious, but it's really not that serious. So my point with all this story at the toxins, we say, our socialization, yes, females are always going to be at the receiving end, but sometimes it's just so difficult because of the kind of country we find ourselves and because of the kind of socialization we've had growing up. My daddy, if my dad to hear that I tried to make a move on a guy, I'm very sure he's going to feel disappointed. Not because I did something wrong, but it's just going to be because of the stigma that comes with me making a move on a guy, or me I will not ask a guy out, but making my move on the guy. I think he's going to be kind of disappointed. I think that's where Rose was coming from. And so that is what I wanted to say on BB Ninja for today. So apparently next week we're going to be talking about our mental health. Our mental health. That's what I meant to say. And I just want to say, let me just say quick something on that. In my PD days, I said that in one of my last 100 days in school. I think it was my day 20 or so, where I was trying to explain that a lot of us go through this mental stress, not mental illness in quotes. We go through a lot of stuff with our mental health. I don't know if that English makes sense. And I just feel our socialization in this country is very poor, it's very sad. Things they make us believe when it's actually not true. It's just we've grown up to this kind of things, and we've gotten used to it. So I think our mentality is set in such a way that we just accept it as we have been given. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm just saying that sometimes it's not easy, though. It's not, because even when I try to freestyle some things, just because of the way the society, the way people are going to start talking about it, it makes me take a step back. I'm like, okay, Oluchi, I think you're doing too much already. So I just feel we, the Generation Z, should try to change this funny thing in quote that a woman should just be, I don't know how to put it. I don't like the way we put women in this. We should be reserved in quotes. You should not make some move. Okay, I'm going to give an instance again. BB Ninja housemate Angel. She's a very interesting character, but I would not pick Angel as a free-spirited person. I would pick Tega. Tega is really free-spirited as a woman. She's married, for crying out loud, but she's someone I really admire on that show. I think that is how a woman should be. You should not be in that glass of you are married, you should be reserved, you should not live your life should end with your family. Tega is really a strong character. We should really watch out for Tega. So my point entirely with all the talk where the talk since we say feminism should not be a harmful struggle. It should just be a harmless fight. It should just be you and your opinion, allowing females to come to the limelight, Not if a female try to make a movies, go and see that because you're a woman. There's this stereotype, and I just feel that our socialization has affected this struggle. I'm saying even though feminism has been termed to become a cancer that is fast spreading, but the real issue should be, what are we spreading? What is the good news we're trying to put out there? What does feminism truly stand for? I think that's what I'm trying to say, basically, running up this topic, feminism. And that does not mean I'm not going to talk about feminism. And I've been wanting to talk about, I was saying this thing in my previous episode about talking about sex-education. The first time I arranged a meeting with my guests, they were so busy. She had a birthday and everything. The second time, I was busy. So I think we're just going to put a stop on sex education, talking about sex education in between my episodes. But that does not mean we're not going to still talk about it, because that is something I'm also passionate about. So yeah, just expect that one of these days, not anytime soon, because I'm running up and I'm so busy, man. I've not even uploaded my last 100 days in school from day 1 to day 22. Today is day 22. So everything is just going to fall into place last life. We take life as it comes, rushing. So I spend a lot on my YouTube channel, so very soon. I think that's going to be all today on EWL podcast, and I'm just there. I really don't have a lot of things to say, but I just wanted to put that out there, that feminism is not harmful. It's just sometimes we pass the wrong message, and sometimes we try to be unrealistic. I think that's what I want to say on today's episode. Okay, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Luchi's Concept. Oh, I don't know, beg you assist me to subscribe to this thing. So I think I'm going to be going from one place to another. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So let's get a minute for you guys to see my YouTube channel.
The three of us, we are soldiers.
Okay, guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate us to get the subscribers, 200 subscribers and more. And guys, we're proudly sponsored by TraceMatters.io, an online platform that helps eradicate scammers. So please go check out our website at www.tracematters.io and check out the services we offer. Yeah, you can keep up this conversation on feminism and other topics on my private handle at Luchi, my podcast handle at podcast, my brand handle at Luchi's Concept. Yeah, Ask Luchi is also streaming on Luchi's Concept on Instagram. My last 100 days on OU campus, past grace. Yeah, I'm running up coming this October, and I can't wait to share with you guys my FYB week. And my last day is gonna be me, and me. Hey guys, you can stream my podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Radio Public, and yeah, Google Podcasts. All you just have to do is go to Google and type Experience with Luchi, and all my platforms are going to pop up on the Google search. Yes, guys, I'm on Google. I'm officially on Google. Yeah, guys, you can stream my podcast and engage in these conversations, not just on feminism, but other topics I've spoken about so far. Okay, guys, I think that is all. That is all. Is there anything I'm forgetting? No, that is all. That's me signing out. So meet you guys next week with a new topic. Bye, guys.